Ms. Cruz, just curious, are you a voter of Honorable Abante?
Uh, no, no, no,
So you're
Mr.
not a
Chair.
registered voter in the district of Honorable Abante?
No, Mr. Chair.
And as you have said earlier, you do not know him personally.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And he does not know you personally.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
So, bakit na nyo naisip na atakihin si Honorable Abante? Just curious.
Because the action is not really limited. The performance and the performance of Congressman Abante being part of several committees that affects national issues.
But why are
I
you
got to know
interested
him.
particularly, specifically to Mr. Honorable Abante, considering that you are not a voter of Honorable Abante? Ano pong interest ninyo?
The issues that he tackles in his committee memberships and chairmanships are issues that are affecting the Philippines at large.
So in short, you have something against him because you have singled him out. There are 314 congressmen here, pero mukhang ang paborito mo si Honorable Abante.
That is incorrect, Your
Mr. Chair,
Honor,
paborito
Mr.
din niya sa
Chair.
Ace Barbers.
Because there are other congressmen that I give my observations to, and it's not limited to Honorable Congressman Abante. So he's not singled out, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, palaging sinasabi ni Ms. Cruz yung observation. I hope, Ms. Cruz, you know, okay lang yung observation. For example, like, I hate Congressman Abante. Okay yan. I do not like Congressman Abante. Okay yan. I don't agree with Congressman Abante. That's fine. Pero yung tatawagin mo kung gago at isasampal mo sa... Teka, gusto ko nang tanungin. Gusto kong malaman, ano ba isasampal mo sa akin? Sabi mo isasampal ko ito sa bumukha mo. So pakiklaro nga sa committee ito kung ano yung isasampal mo sa pagmumukha ko?
Like I said earlier, Mr. Chair, I would like to know when that was posted. And perhaps, it's very likely, Mr. Chair,
That was
I
posted on YouTube.
Mr. Chair, it's very likely, Mr. Chair, that I said something like that.
We are
That's
checking it now.
Very likely, the one that is going to be slapped on your face is, it's very likely that I'm referring to facts.
Oo
It's
nga.
very likely that I'm referring
Mr.
to
Chair,
facts.
talagang hindi ko akalain, sasabihin niya sa akin to kung ang, Mr. Chair, kung ang misis ko magsasabi niyan, tanggap ko yan. Pero si Miss Joey, hindi ko naman po siya kilala talaga Are you monetizing your social media content or receiving compensation for your blogs?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You are.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So it is also some kind of a business to you.
It is really not, Mr. Chair. In fact, if you're going to look at my vlog, it's very unprofessional. I do not have a studio. It is very casual. I do not have regular time. I'm going to vlog whenever.
But how many followers do you have, Mr. Chair?
On YouTube, I think I have around 79,000. In Facebook, I have my Facebook account with 143,000 followers was taken down a couple of days ago, and my social media accounts are usually they don't really last that long because it would usually be reported or taken down.
Ilan po yung social media account ninyo, Ms. Cruz?
I have TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook.
So, ibig sabihin nun, you're getting money out of that. Parang sa'yo, that's a source of income, correct?
It is a source of income, but
Good.
it is not a job for me because I can not vlog if I want to.
Ano yan, Mr. Chair?
I do not have to vlog if I want to. Mr. Chair, I do not have specific schedule when I do vlog.
Sa akin,
So,
let me advise you, Ms. Cruz. Huwag ka na mag-vlog kasi naiinis ka din Naiinis ka din. Hindi pwedeng hindi ka mainis sa sinasabi mo Di ba? Naiinis ka din.
Mr. Chair,
Naaasar ka din.
actually,
Tama ba ako? Naaasar ka rin. Nai-stress ka din dun eh.
not really, Mr. Chair, because I'm a very, I grew up in a household with very political orientation. So it is something that I really like doing.
So Mr. Chair,
Whether-
did you grow up in a household where you curse each other?
No. My
Yun.
parents are devout
So you
Catholic.
did
I'm the
not
only
grow
one who
up
cursed
in a household.
I am the only one who cursed in our household.
You are the only one that
Yes,
cursed.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, you know, you're a grown-up person. Sana tinuruan ko ng bata ka pa ng magulang mo. Ako tinuruan ako ng bata ng magulang ko eh. Nawag akong magmura eh.
They did. Your
Kaya hindi ako
Honor. They
nagmumura
did-
eh,
they
Mr.
did-
Chair.
They did
Dali lang,
teach me.
so, tinuruan
They did
ako
teach
ng
me
magulang
that,
ko
Your
nung
Honor.
bata ako, wag magmura eh. Kaya hanggang ngayon, hindi ako nagbumura eh.
They did teach me not to curse, Your Honor, but they also taught me how to be your authentic self.
Ganon. Okay ka. In your other blog, Ms. Joey, or post directed against the Quadcom, mga members tungkol sa pag-iimbestiga over vloggers spreading fake news. Itong TRICOM po namin. You dismissed them and said something along the lines of what? Sabi mo, para kayong mga bata, tan-GA nyo. Hindi ko nga masabi. Di ba? Yan ang pag pinapasweldo kayo ng sambayanang Pilipino, pinagputahan ng mga tao, including ng mga vloggers, sagutin nyo mga tanong. Do you confirm this statement?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Why did you say that?
Because in any rants or bashing or issues I raised in my Facebook, I never really got a response.
So pakiklaro mo nga yung sinabi mong pinagputahan ng mga tao. Will you please make it clear to us, anong ibig sabihin nun? Kasi hindi ko alam ibig sabihin nun eh.
Yes, I will explain, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please.
Pinagputahan ng mga tao means pinagtrabahuhan ng manggagawang Pilipino ang nagpapatakbo ng bayang ito, ng kongresong ito. So therefore, the public officials should listen when there is a grievance being raised, petition being submitted by the people, especially when they are expressing dismay or standards not being met. Pinagputahan ng tao means pinagtrabahuhan ng matindi ng mga tao.
Yung, Mr. Chair, yung mga taong nagtrabaho, tinatawag mong PUTA.
No, Mr. Chair.
Ayun ang nabanggit mo eh.
And Mr. Chair, sa Katagalugan po, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, dahil nga po ang tao ay nagtatrabaho, ang isang hardworking na tao ay nagtatrabaho ng long hours, they would always express ng frustration dun sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na challenges. So that is why, ganun po ang Bulakenya po ako, Mr. Chair. I would just like to inform so that you would also have a proper context on my vernacular.
Mr. Chair, marami kong kilalang Bulakenyo na hindi ganyan ang mga salita.
Yeah, marami po. Marami rin po
Please,
ako.
wag mong banggitin ang pagiging Bulakenya mo dito.
But
Baka
it is-
sabihin po ng mga Bulakenya, lahat yan, ganyan ang salita nila.
I am
Please,
under oath,
wag
Mr.
naman.
Chair. It is like that.
Mga
in
disente po ang mga Bulakenya.
Bulakenya po ako, sir. So I can speak for my people.
Isa ka, Mr. Chair, sa Bulakenya hindi disente. Now ito Last question, Mr. Chair.
Yes, can you wrap it up? We still have other issues.
Given your consistent use of offensive language, not only against me, against others, for example, personal insults, unfounded allegations, you cannot even verify it with your data. Do you believe your actions are still protected under freedom of expression?
I take exception, Mr. Chair,
Or
on
have you crossed the
alleging
line
unfounded accusations because
Or have you crossed the line into abuse of your right?
I understand my right, Mr. Chair, and I understand that I have no right to abuse my right.
Good. So ibig sabihin doon, you have no right to use abusive language against a person you do not even know personally.
Using profanity is not necessarily abusive, Mr. Chair.
Well, you made that in a personal way. So let the people judge it, no? Because a
Correct,
lot of
Mr.
people
Chair.
are watching
Agree.
now. Let the people
Agree,
judge
Mr.
it.
Chair.
So siguro, yun na lang, Mr. Chair, ang may atanong ko kay Ms. Joey, siguro ngayon, makakilala na kami ngayon, siguro magiging close na kaming dalawa.
Baka kayo ng sunod na love team.
Alright mga kababayan, so muli po tayong magre-react dito po sa isinagawang hearing po ng House of Representatives. Ito po yung TRICOM ngayong araw. Ito nga po yung patungkol po sa fake news and disinformation kung saan nagkaroon nga po ng palitan ng matitinding salita sa pagitan nila Joey Cruz at Congressman Benny Abante. So nagkaroon po ng mainit na sagupaan sa kanilang dalawa, pero naging maayos naman po yung outcome niyan mga kababayan, no? At ito nga po yung usapin na talaga namang hanggang ngayon ay pinag-uusapan pa rin. At kasama din dyan yung iba pang mga vloggers na kung maaalala nyo po mga kababayan ay nagsampa po sila ng TRO noong nakaraang February, no, sa ano po yan, sa Supreme Court. Okay? So, itong hakbang na ginawa ng mga vloggers na ito noong nakaraang February ay para harangin muna, no, yung pag-iimbestiga o yung pagdinig dito nga sa unang pag-iimbita sa kanila sa TRICOM, no? Hindi sila pumunta dyan. So, ang hakbang ng mga vloggers na ito, ng mga pro Duterte at mga ibang social media personality ay pagpapakita po ng kanilang diskarte para ipahayag ang kanilang pagtutol, no? Sa halip na dumalo sila sa hearing kasi mga kababayan, pinili nilang questionin yung legalidad nito sa Korte Suprema. So ito ay maaaring makita bilang isang paraan ng pagpapahayag ng kanilang paninindigan, of course, no, sa pagtatanggol sa kanilang mga karapatan. Okay, pero syempre sa kabilang banda, hindi pa rin naman natin na maiiwasan sa ibang perspective, sa ibang ano ng tao na ito rin ay maaaring i-interpret bilang pag-iwas sa pagsusuri sa isyong kinakaharap sa hearing. So, alam nyo naman yan, syempre napakadaming kritiko. Pero etong kanilang ginawa ay isang hakbang para talagang panindigan nila yung kanilang ginawa, no? So nag-file sila ng petition noong February 4, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, February 4, 2025. At ito nga po sila Attorney Trixie Cruz Angeles, so yung siya po yung dating Presidential Communication Operation Office Secretary ng administrasyon ni President Marcos, no? Sila Dr. Lorraine Badoy, Dr. Richard Mata, sila Tio Moreno, Mary Jean Reyes, at marami pa pong iba, no? So marami po yung naimbitahan ng TRICOM na umattend nga po dito sa unang hearing dito sa House of Representatives. Kaya lang may ilan din na pumunta, pero may iba din na hindi talaga pumunta at nagtungo nga po sila sa Supreme Court. Okay, so ayan, hindi lamang po yung mga vloggers yung naimbitahan dito, pati po yung Meta. Actually, mahaba tong topic na to, kaya lang hinighlight lang natin itong kay Miss Joey Cruz at kay Congressman Benny Abante, dahil alam naman po natin na talagang napakainit po ng mga naging palitan nila na pagpapahayag sa social media, no? Napanood nyo naman po yun. Kaya ito po yung araw na sila po ay nagharap at ayan, nagkaintindihan, at ayun nga po, hinihingi po nga ni Congressman Benny Abante na mag-apology or humingi ng pasensya si Joey Cruz. Kaya lang po tumanggi po itong si Joey Cruz na humingi ng dispensa, which is okay lang naman din kay Kong Abante, no, na hindi humingi ng pasensya. So hanggang dito na lang muna mga kababayan, no, at ating subaybayan pa ang mga susunod na kaganapan dito sa ating mga napapanahong issue sa ating bansa. Tayo po ay makinig at manood para updated po tayo sa mga upcoming videos, upcoming update dito po sa isinasagawang hearing sa House of Representatives of the Philippines. So muli maraming salamat po mga kababayan, at credit to the owner sa ating video na nakuha. So ibang part ng video dito ay hinira muna natin at ating nireactionan. Okay? So itong part ng huli ng video, ito po yung February 4 na naggawa po ng press con meeting ang mga vloggers kung saan hindi nga po sila dumalo sa pagdinig o sa hearing sa House of Representatives. So, ayan po sila. Maraming salamat po mga kababayan at comment down below kung kayo may mga opinion. Ating talakayin po yan sa comment section or sa susunod nating update. Salamat po and God bless.